Hello friends, my name's TheRealEmile and welcome back to Forza Horizon 2. In today's video we are going to be doing the Extreme Track Toys Championship, and we start today's video with the Caterham Superlight R500. A very cool car here. Right, we are going to modify it a little bit to make it a bit better. We're not going to put that silly roll cage on it because it looks weird. Have we got racing tyres on this? Does it already come with racing tyres? Yeah. Okay, it seems I've upgraded this at some point in the past, and to be fair, I'm not going to change it. What engines can we get in this? Ooh, what's that? 3 litre V8 Racing. What's that come out of? Someone in the comments below, where's the 3 litre V8 out of? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't think we can really do anything else with this. We could make it 4-wheel drive, but I don't think we're going to. So we shall use the Caterham as is. I believe I've done all the weight reduction bits on it, but I just didn't want to add any more power to it, because this car is a handful, and it's raining, which means, of course, we are going to get rained on quite badly. Power. Oh god. Gotta drive it on dirt out of here. So, Sister On might not have been the best place to do this. I was doing some of a championship, but I needed to get this out fast, so I decided to just keep here, if you know what I mean. I didn't want to finish the championship off. I may as well have just kept here and done it here, so hopefully it should be alright around here. We need a thumbnail image. I'll get one in the rain. It'll be fancy. I'll do it later though, while I'm not recording, because, you know, I spend a lot longer than I probably should making the thumbnails to these videos. Don't ask me why. I really don't know either. Okay. Also, you don't want to throw the aero parts on here. I didn't show you the aero parts, but they're pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Right, so we have the Mad Caterham. What difficulty are we running on? Is everything alright? Yeah, okay, cool. Not a problem. I've been playing a lot of the Xbox 360 version of this game, actually. I'm going to be doing a video on it at some point, hopefully this week. Just to show you guys the difference between them, because they're essentially two different games. And I figured people who've been playing on the Xbox One the entire time might be interested in what the 360 version looks like, and vice versa. So I'll give you a run in. The only reason I really keep the 360 version around is because the car list is different, and there's a lot of cars in that game that aren't in this version. So you'll see a bunch of the newer cars, like the Mercedes A-Class for example, that isn't in the Horizon 2 on 360. However, cars like the Lotus Carlton are. What else is there? The Ferrari 575, my personal favourite Ferrari like ever, is in that game as well, so that's always a bonus. There's a few others as well, but I can't quite think of them because all your brain has to go into driving this. Track toys are really weird on this game, or they were when they first came out in Forza 5, because they have lots and lots of turning grip. Like, you turn it in and it's just going, however the rear end slides out a hell of a lot on these things. And it happens with all of them as well. That's sort of why I'm driving this on Horizon 2. If I was to drive this on Forza 5, it is twitchier than just anything. And that's if you put all the ridiculous aero parts and the ridiculous things and everything on it. Also, it revs quite fast, which means I can't quite keep track of the gears on this, unfortunately. Ooh, we're going into that wall. I could tell it was going to happen before it happened. That's how awesome I am. But I do quite like Caterhams, actually, especially this one. This thing's a mental machine, and I absolutely love it. I love the colours it can come in as well. You've got like a green and yellow. Actually, I might show you after this race, actually. Something different. I'll show you some of the different amazing colours this car can come in. It's because there's some pretty cool ones. This was actually one of the first vehicles that I drove in Horizon 2. It's the first big, expensive car I bought. I believe these are 160,000 credits. Which is a lot for a car that doesn't come with a windscreen, but it's a fairly I believe is it? No, I think it's low S1 class to begin with. I don't think it's quite A class. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to correct me on that. I don't know. I don't remember driving this vehicle stock. I just remember upgrading it a lot, and that's sort of how it is now. It's an alright vehicle to drive. You've just got to be prepared for the fact the rear end will come out on you like that. But I mean, it's not like it's unpredictable. At least on this game it isn't. On Forza 5 it's stupid to drive, but on this it's not too bad. You can sort of predict when the rear ends are gonna come out. It doesn't like bumps either, funnily enough. I mean, yeah, you probably already knew that it wouldn't like bumps, but yeah, it doesn't. I wish the Caterham 160 was in this game, the little slower one. I reckon that could be quite good fun, because the problem this vehicle's got is, honestly, it feels like it's just got too much power. It has 255 horsepower to begin with. I don't know what engine it uses. I presume some Caterham boffin would be able to tell us, but I'm not too sure what engine this uses. I know the Atom uses Honda Civic engines. I'm not quite sure what this uses. I know the BAC Mono uses the engine out with Ford Galaxy as well. That's a car a few people would quite like to see here, but I don't know. BAC Mono's alright, I guess. It's a track toy. I don't know. These cars, at least for me, I quite like the Caterham, don't get me wrong, because I think it's a pretty good looking car. Well, it's a cool looking car, should I say. And I just like the whole aura about it. However, some of the other track cars like the Crossbow, for example, I'm not a huge fan of. Or even the Atom. I've got to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the Atom. But there's also the Donkavort, which I have no idea what that thing is. I think it's... I don't know, I'm not going to speculate on it. I'll show you in a minute. I was going to show... Actually, I'll show you the aero parts quick. I'll just fast travel about, not a problem. Excuse me, I've still got a cold. In the middle of March, I know it's not particularly good. Right. As far as paint jobs you can get, here we go. Paint car, preparing, there we go. You can get that awesome hot pink. Orange and black, yellow and green, which looks quite cool. That also looks quite cool. That's the colour we've got ours in at the moment. Or is it that? I can't quite remember. The blue and white does look really smart as well. There's just loads of colours I like on this car a lot. Should we change it about a bit? No, we'll leave it as it is. Can you paint the hood? I don't get why you want to do that. Alright, and finally, some of the amazing aero parts on this car. You can have a lip, which looks odd. And you can also have that. The rear wing, which mounts to the rollover bar. Or, yeah, that's a rollover bar, I think. I'm not sure. I can't imagine it particularly helps, because if you roll this car by somehow, I don't quite know how you'd roll a Caterham, but if you do, believe me, you're not going to survive it. Or unless it's like a really, really low speed roll, I don't know. I can't imagine rolling one of these is very fun. I can't imagine anyone's done it. Yeah, there you go, there's the Donkavort. It's a bit more mad. Yeah, we're not going to drive that. We are going to drive a little Caterham though. So the Caterham design has actually, the Caterham was originally known as the Lotus 7 when it was first made back in 1950. I want to say 6. I'm not sure, but anyway, it was sort of introduced as a nice little fun sports car for people to drive around in. And I believe Caterham ended up buying the design from Lotus sometime in the 80s when they announced they was going to stop making it. And Caterham sort of ran with it and changed it about a bit over the years and created stupid versions like this one. There's an even faster version of this. I think it's like the 620R or something like that. I would not like to drive that vehicle at all. I can imagine it's completely terrifying. Look how fast it's eating up this track as well. I'm not actually sure how fast these are around the track, because as much as they're good, they've got good turning, they've got good acceleration out of corners and all sorts. They're also quite terrible to like drive, and they have bad oversteer. But you get fast oversteer, which, you know, it's not like an American muscle car where it sits at 30 miles an hour spinning its wheels. You know, this will do wheel spin oversteery stuff at like 120, 130, you know, it doesn't care. So, I don't know, it'd be interesting. Maybe I should do an investigation. I'd need to get good with a Caterham first though. There's a headphone dropping. I'd need to get good with a Caterham on Forza 5, should I say, because they're terrible to drive on that game. Power. You shouldn't really apply full throttle, but, you know, when in doubt, flat out, as the late great Colin McRae would say. I want to get in front. I want to get this first place, to be honest. I don't think that was a... Drop it down again, man. Come on. Can we get past the fat crossbow? We might be able to. We are gaining on him, but there's the finish line. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? No, he can't. Damn. A third and a second, so we'll have to do good in the next episode with whatever we're using. 10 points as well. As long as that car doesn't do particularly well in the next event, we should be alright, hopefully. We have got a wheel spin though. So if we could get something good from this wheel spin, it'd be quite nice. If we can get a car to use actually for this next event, it would be quite nice, because I haven't quite decided on what we're using yet.
You leveled up.
Come on, give me a car, 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 give me a car. Oh, okay, give me 15 grand. Okay. Anyway, friends, as much as I haven't done well with it, it has been a joy to drive the little Caterham. If you haven't drove the Caterhams in this game before, I do recommend giving them a go. They're completely bonkers, but they're actually pretty good cars overall, if a bit hard to drive. Anyway, friends, that's my name's TheRealEmile, and what the hell? I can't seem to record very well today. I apologise. My name's been TheRealEmile. Until next time.